Hi, I'm Melissa. Welcome to another year of Chi. This episode is focused on summer travel. Whether you're going to the national parks, on an overseas adventure, or to the big city this summer, I want you to be prepared with a Chinese herbal travel kit and an amazing acupressure point to make sure that your summer adventures are all you plan for them to be. I love to travel, especially in the summer, but there's just some things I cannot leave home without. The first herbal formula in our travel kit is Before Vax, also known as Jade Screen. We'll use Before Vax before we go on our vacation to boost our immune system, to make sure that we're able to fight off anything that we come in contact with while we're traveling. We'll use Xuanzao Ren Tong in our Chinese herbal kit to help us for insomnia and to help us feel calm. So if you're someone who has issues while you're flying on a plane, you're probably going to want to take the Xuanzao Ren Tong before you get on the plane. Or if you have difficulty sleeping in new and different beds, use it before you go to bed at night. Many of us will have digestive issues while we're traveling. So we're going to have 3 different ideas for digestive issues. One is Bao Huan. Usually we use Bao Huan, or tummy tuner as we call it in my office, for stomach ache due to overeating or to eating more rich foods than you usually do. If you are traveling abroad, you may have some diarrhea, and that is what curing pills will help with. Any kinds of foods or drinks that are different that may cause diarrhea. And others of us may overindulge in alcohol, and we might want to choose using Hoxiang Shenqi, which we can also use for diarrhea and stomach flu, but many of us will use from overindulging the night before. If you're traveling to the beach, you might get way too much sun, and then you may choose to use calendula ointment. You can use it topically whenever you've had sunburn, but you can use it for scrapes, cuts, or even minor burns that you might receive as well. And then we also have arnica here. Arnica we use for muscle pain, stiffness, swelling, bruising. So if you're hiking a lot, or if you hit your knee against a rock while you're traveling, we're going to want to use the arnica gel topically. You may choose to use all of our suggestions for your summer travel kit, or pick and choose the ones that seem appropriate for your family. Have a great adventure this summer. A fantastic point while you're traveling this summer is a point we've used in the past called Pericardium 6. This time we're going to use Pericardium 6 for a couple different reasons. One way you can use Pericardium 6 is if you're traveling in a car or on a ferry or a boat. If you tend towards motion sickness, you can use Pericardium 6. Just put a little pressure on the point and it will help with that motion sickness. You may also choose to use Pericardium 6 if you're someone who has a little fear of flying or just is feeling anxious about your travel in general. You can put pressure on this point and it should help relieve both the motion sickness as well as help to calm you down. To find Pericardium 6, you're going to use your first 3 fingers on the opposite hand and you're going to put it right there at your wrist crease. In between the 2 tendons on the wrist crease is Pericardium 6. One way that you can stimulate Pericardium 6 is just by using your first finger and pressing in between the 2 tendons for 5 seconds. Enough to where you'll actually see your fingernail mark, and then I want you to repeat that again. You can repeat that 5 times. Another way that we stimulate Pericardium 6 in my clinic is with these gold-plated magnets. It's gold-plated magnets on one side and amazing surgical tape on the other side. We just peel them off and place them at Pericardium 6. Again, 3-finger breath from the wrist crease in between the tendons. You can put pressure on that point, or because of the shape of the magnet, it's already putting pressure there with the surgical tape. And find Pericardium 6 on both your left and your right wrist to help with motion sickness and to calm you down during this summer. After so many years of my summer travel, this is my favorite kit that I've been able to come up with for myself and my family. I'd love to know some of your favorite summer travel tips. Just leave them in our comment section. Thank you so much for joining me for another year of Chi. If you like what you've learned here, please, please, please subscribe to our YouTube channel.